Have you noticed that getting out of your favorite recliner feels just a little harder than it used to? Maybe it's not just the knees, it's the whole leg. Climbing the stairs feels like a slow crawl. Even walking to the mailbox makes your thighs ache more than they did last year, and when you try to squat down to pick something up from the floor, your joints feel tight. Your legs, unsteady. And deep down, you wonder, is this just how aging goes? If you've ever felt like your legs are giving up on you, or like your joints are whispering their protest every time you move, please know this, it's not your fault, and it doesn't have to stay this way. You see, while aging is a natural process, the pain, weakness, and stiffness we often associate with it don't have to be. Our bodies are capable of healing, strengthening, and even rebuilding, even into our 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond, and one of the quiet heroes in that process, something your body once made in abundance, but now may be missing, it's called collagen, and it's the invisible glue that holds your joints together, cushions your knees, supports your tendons, and keeps your legs strong and steady. But here's the thing, as we age, collagen production drops dramatically. By the time we're in our 60s, our bodies may produce less than half of what we made in our 20s. That means weaker knees, stiffer hips, and muscles that take longer to bounce back. But there's a gentle, natural way to support your body's collagen levels, not with pills or powders, but with real, delicious food. And today, I'll show you the 8 collagen-rich foods that are especially powerful for leg strength, joint comfort, and lifelong mobility. These aren't just random health foods. Each one is packed with collagen-boosting nutrients like glycine, proline, vitamin C, and zinc, all essential for keeping your legs steady and your joints pain-free. And the number 1 food on this list. It's something most people walk past in the grocery store. But it might be the most powerful natural joint remedy of all, so stay with me, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Health, where every tip is made with care, just for you. Let's begin. Collagen food number 1, bone broth, warm, soothing, and deeply nourishing. Bone broth is a time-tested staple that many of our grandmothers used to swear by, and they were onto something. What many people don't realize is that bone broth is one of the richest natural sources of collagen in the entire food world. When animal bones are simmered for hours, sometimes even days, the collagen inside them slowly breaks down into a protein called gelatin. That gelatin is then packed with glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, 3 amino acids your body uses to rebuild joint cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. One study from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed collagen-rich broth experienced less joint discomfort and improved leg function after just a few months. I think of Clara, a bright-eyed 72-year-old from Minnesota. For years, she had trouble standing up from the toilet due to knee pain. But when she started sipping homemade chicken bone broth every evening with a sprinkle of herbs, she noticed her knees felt smoother. Within weeks, she no longer needed to use her hands to push herself up. If you're new to bone broth, try this. Buy pre-made broth from the store. Just look for slow-simmered or grass-fed. Or, make your own by simmering leftover chicken or beef bones with garlic, onions, and a splash of apple cider vinegar. Enjoy it warm in a mug, like tea, or use it as the base for soups and stews. It's safe for most seniors, even if you're watching your salt or sugar levels. Just look for a low-sodium version if needed. Now that we've added something soothing and familiar, let's turn to something creamy, satisfying, and plant-based. Collagen food number 2, avocados, creamy, delicious, and surprisingly powerful. The humble avocado, you've probably enjoyed it sliced on toast or mashed into guacamole. But here's what many people don't know. Avocados are one of the best plant-based foods to support your body's natural collagen production. While they don't contain collagen directly, they're packed with healthy fats, vitamin E, and antioxidants, all of which protect your existing collagen from breaking down and support your body in making more. Plus, avocados are rich in vitamin C, a key nutrient your body must have to convert amino acids into usable collagen, a study published in Dermato. Endocrinology showed that diets rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, like those found in avocados, can preserve skin and joint elasticity in aging adults. I often think of James, an 81-year-old former carpenter from Ohio. He had stiff hips and trouble standing for more than 10 minutes. His daughter began bringing him avocado toast with eggs every morning. Not only did he love the flavor, but after 2 months, he told me, "Doc, I feel like I'm walking smoother. It's easier to get out of the recliner." Simple, nourishing, and easy to digest, avocados can be blended into smoothies, mashed onto whole grain toast, or simply eaten by the spoonful with a sprinkle of sea salt. And if you're managing cholesterol or diabetes, good news, studies suggest that avocados can support healthy blood sugar and heart function too. Let's move from smooth and creamy to something bright, citrusy, and full of life. Collagen food number 3, oranges, bright, juicy, and bursting with flavor. Oranges are more than just a sweet treat, they're a collagen-activating powerhouse. That's because oranges are loaded with vitamin C, one of the most essential nutrients for stimulating your body's own collagen production. Here's the science. Your body needs vitamin C to convert glycine and proline, the building blocks of collagen, into the stable, triple helix structure that supports your joints, ligaments, and skin. Without enough vitamin C, your body simply can't make strong collagen, no matter how much protein you eat. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher vitamin C intake had greater muscle mass and stronger walking ability, especially in their legs. And it's not just oranges. Clementines, grapefruits, and tangerines all work beautifully. Marjorie, a 69-year-old gardener from Arizona, started adding half a grapefruit to her breakfast each morning. After a few weeks, she noticed her hands didn't ache after pruning, and her morning stiffness had lessened. She told me, "I didn't change anything else. Just my citrus habit." For a gentle boost of vitamin C, enjoy oranges or grapefruits with breakfast, or blend a peeled orange into a morning smoothie, now that we've refreshed the body with something citrusy. Let's move to a classic comfort food, one that might just surprise you with its collagen strength. Collagen food number 4, eggs, especially the yolks, comforting, versatile, and a breakfast favorite. Eggs are a quiet collagen champion, especially if you don't skip the yolks. Many people don't realize this, but egg yolks contain proline, one of the key amino acids your body needs to produce collagen naturally. Proline is essential for rebuilding joint cartilage and maintaining the elasticity of tendons and ligaments, especially in the knees and hips. Eggs also provide a healthy dose of biotin and sulfur, 2 nutrients that support the structure of connective tissue and can even help reduce inflammation around stiff joints. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. The membrane inside the eggshell, that thin, filmy layer you might peel off when cracking a hard-boiled egg, is packed with collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. All of these are known to reduce joint pain and improve mobility, especially in older adults. In fact, a study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that seniors who took supplements derived from eggshell membrane experienced significant relief in knee discomfort and improved range of motion within 4 to 6 weeks. I remember Harold, a retired piano teacher in Florida, who began eating 2 soft-boiled eggs every morning with a slice of whole grain toast. He'd always tossed the yolks before, worried about cholesterol. But once we talked, he started keeping them in. Not only did he notice his hands were less stiff for playing, but he said his morning walks got longer and more comfortable, too. And about cholesterol, current research shows that for most seniors, moderate egg intake is safe and may even support heart health, especially when paired with vegetables and whole grains. Try adding eggs to your breakfast, scrambled with spinach, poached on toast, or hard-boiled as a snack. Simple, affordable, and packed with the nutrients your joints crave. Now that we've touched on something savory and familiar, let's dive into a deep red food that brings both color and collagen support to your plate. Collagen food number 5, berries, especially strawberries and raspberries, sweet, juicy, and packed with antioxidants. Berries, especially strawberries and raspberries, are your joints' natural protectors. What makes them so special? They're one of the highest fruit sources of vitamin C, yes, but also of ellagic acid and anthocyanins, plant compounds that protect existing collagen from damage and calm inflammation that wears down joints over time. Strawberries, in particular, provide over 100% of your daily vitamin C in just 1 cup, making them a perfect companion to any collagen-rich diet. Here's what the science says. A study published in Nutrients found that older adults who ate more berries had lower markers of joint inflammation and showed slower progression of osteoarthritis over a 12-month period. And the benefits go beyond joints. These antioxidant-rich fruits also support memory, circulation, and even blood pressure, making them an all-around win for healthy aging. Joan, a 76-year-old widow from Oregon, started having a bowl of frozen berries each night with a dollop of Greek yogurt. She said it made her evening feel special, and after a month, she noticed her morning joint stiffness was lighter, and her walking pace was quicker. To enjoy the benefits, add a handful of strawberries or raspberries to your breakfast cereal, blend them into smoothies, or keep a bag of frozen berries on hand for easy snacking. They're low in sugar, high in fiber, and safe even if you're managing blood sugar or weight. Next, let's explore something savory and traditional, a food that's been quietly nourishing joints and muscles for generations. Collagen food number 6, sardines, with bones in, tiny, salty, and packed with nutrition. Sardines may not be everyone's first choice, but they are one of the most powerful natural sources of collagen and calcium. Especially when you eat them with the bones. You see, the tiny, soft bones in sardines are rich in type I collagen, the same type your body uses to maintain strong ligaments and tendons in your legs and spine. They're also loaded with calcium, phosphorus, vitamin D, and omega-3 fats, all of which play a direct role in supporting joint strength, reducing inflammation, and preventing falls. One study from the British Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who regularly consumed small oily fish like sardines had significantly less joint tenderness and improved walking ability compared to those who didn't. And sardines are incredibly budget-friendly, perfect for seniors living on a fixed income. You'll often find them canned for just a few dollars, ready to eat straight from the tin. George, a 78-year-old former high school coach, told me he started mixing sardines with mustard and spreading them on whole grain crackers for lunch. He chuckled and said, "It's not exactly gourmet, but my knees feel less cranky these days." For the best benefit, choose bone-in sardines. Packed in water or olive oil. Add them to a salad, mash them onto toast, or enjoy them with sliced tomatoes and cucumbers. If the taste seems too strong at first, try mixing them with Greek yogurt and lemon for a creamy spread. Now let's shift to a more traditional protein, something warm, satisfying, and surprisingly rich in collagen. Collagen food number 7, chicken, especially skin and dark meat, whether it's roasted, grilled, or stewed. Chicken is a staple in most kitchens. But what many seniors don't realize is that certain parts of the chicken are naturally rich in collagen, especially the skin, cartilage, and dark meat, like thighs and drumsticks. These parts contain more connective tissue, which breaks down during cooking and delivers gelatin and amino acids that support your body's collagen matrix. And here's something fascinating. When you slowly cook chicken with the skin and bones, like in a stew or soup, you're essentially creating your own collagen elixir. A study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that chicken skin and cartilage are particularly high in type 2 collagen, which plays a vital role in maintaining joint flexibility and cushioning, especially in the knees. Marilyn, an 83-year-old from Kentucky, began making a weekly chicken thigh stew with root vegetables and herbs. Not only did she feel more satisfied after meals, but she said her legs felt stronger during her morning walks. "I don't feel like I'm shuffling anymore," she told me. When preparing chicken, aim for skin-on cuts when possible. Roast them with herbs, slow cook them in broth, or bake them with vegetables. And if you're concerned about fat or cholesterol, remember, dark meat contains heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, and when paired with fiber-rich veggies, it's a balanced and satisfying meal. Now that we've covered some savory staples, let's end with a sweet, golden treat that's been used in healing traditions for thousands of years. Collagen food number 8, gelatin, from grass-fed sources, wiggly, jiggly, and a little nostalgic. Gelatin may remind you of childhood desserts, but it's actually one of the purest forms of dietary collagen available. Made from animal collagen that's been gently broken down, gelatin contains the full spectrum of collagen-building amino acids, especially glycine and proline. Gelatin supports joint lubrication, cartilage repair, and muscle recovery, and it's especially helpful for seniors who've experienced muscle loss or have arthritis in their hips, knees, or shoulders. In one study published in the Journal of Nutrition, older adults who took gelatin along with moderate exercise saw improved joint mobility and muscle mass over just 12 weeks. Eleanor, a 91-year-old retired nurse from Maine, started stirring unflavored gelatin powder into her chamomile tea before bed. She said she didn't expect much, but after a month, her fingers were less stiff in the morning, and she felt more agile during her garden walks. To use gelatin, look for grass-fed or pasture-raised sources in powder form. Stir into tea, bone broth, or use it to make healthy homemade fruit gels with low-sugar juice. It's gentle on digestion, sugar-free, and safe even for those managing medications or digestive conditions. So there you have it, 8 gentle, nourishing foods that quietly and powerfully support the collagen your legs, joints, and muscles rely on every single day. Let's take a moment to gently walk back through them. We started with bone broth, nature's original joint healer, rich in gelatin and minerals that repair cartilage and soothe inflammation. Then came citrus fruits, bursting With vitamin C to help your body build and preserve collagen, one sweet bite at a time. Next, we added leafy greens, those vibrant, tender vegetables that protect your joints and circulation with plant-based compounds and antioxidants. Eggs gave us proline, biotin, and sulfur, nutrients that feed your body's own collagen production, especially for hands and knees. Berries, especially strawberries and raspberries, came next, rich in vitamin C and protective compounds that keep joint tissue strong and limber. We followed with sardines, those little powerhouses of marine collagen, calcium, and omega-3s, especially helpful for knee strength and mobility. Then came chicken, especially dark meat and skin-on cuts, full of the connective tissue and amino acids your joints quietly crave. And finally, gelatin, an old-fashioned but deeply healing form of collagen that's easy to sip, stir, or spoon into your daily rhythm. Now, friend, I want to say this: aging can feel like a long road, one where your legs grow a little slower, your joints a little stiffer, your balance a little more uncertain. But here's the beautiful truth: your body hasn't given up on you. And it never will. Even in your 70s, 80s, or 90s, your body is still building, still healing, still capable of strength and movement and joy. All it needs is the right support. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need a complicated plan. You don't even need to leave your kitchen. What you need are simple, natural foods that feed your collagen, gently, daily, and deliciously. So here's what I encourage you to do: pick 2 of the foods from today's video, add them to your week, maybe one for breakfast, one for dinner. Notice how you feel after just a few days. A little less stiff. A little more steady on your feet. Maybe a bit more energy in your step, and if that happens, keep going, because staying strong and independent doesn't happen with one big change. It happens with hundreds of tiny, loving choices, like what you put on your plate. I've seen seniors transform their mobility just by sipping broth, adding berries to breakfast, or saying yes to one more walk around the block. And I believe, deeply, that you can, too. If this video helped you, consider subscribing to Senior Health, where every tip is made with care, clarity, and compassion, just for you. And if you're curious what to pair with today's collagen-rich foods to further reduce joint pain and rebuild strength in your legs, don't miss our next video on the 5 worst foods for joint inflammation after 60, because sometimes what you take away is just as powerful as what you add in. Until next time, be kind to your body. It's still doing everything it can to take care of you. You are not broken. You are not too old. You are still healing. You are still strong. See you in the next video.